Hi guys, this is going to be the tutorial that's going to show you how to make these lacy circles. And you can do this stitch using any size yarn and whatever hook size that yarn recommends. I'm using worsted weight yarn, which is 4 ply for the US and 10 ply for Australia, and I'm using a 5mm hook or a size H hook for the US. The multiples of this stitch is 9. And what that means is that you're just going to go ahead and chain in sets of 9, 9, 9 until you reach your desired width, and then you're ready to start row 1. I went ahead and did my multiples of 9, so now I'm ready to start row 1. For row 1, you want to skip the first 4 chains from your hook. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, and in this 5th chain from the hook, you're going to put the start of your double crochet decrease. So you want to put your hook in there and pull up a loop. Yarn over, only pull through 2 of the loops, leaving the last hook on your last loop on your hook. And then you're going to skip 2 chains, 1, 2, and in this 3rd chain, you're going to yarn over, go into that chain, pull up a loop. Again, you're only going to be pulling through 2 of the loops. You have 3 loops on your hook. Now you're going to pull through all 3 of those, and now you've done a decrease. So you want to chain 2, you'll skip 2, 1, 2, and in this 3rd you're going to work a full double crochet. You'll chain 2, and in that same stitch where you just put your double crochet, you're going to put another double crochet. It's what we call a V-stitch, and this is a double crochet decrease. So once you've done that, you're going to be repeating for the row. You're going to skip 2, and in the 3rd chain you're going to start your decrease again. So you're going to pull up a loop, pull through only 2, leaving the last loop on the hook. Then you're going to skip 2, 1, 2, and then this next you're going to continue with your decrease. So you're going to be pulling through only 2 again. 3 loops on your hook, pull through all 3 loops. Then you'll chain 2 again. You'll move over, you'll skip 2, 1, 2, and in this 3rd you're going to do what we did here. We're going to be making our V-stitch. So you're going to do a full double crochet, then you'll chain 2, and then a double crochet worked into that same stitch. That's going to be the repeat of the row over and over again. After you do every stitch here, you're going to always chain 2 and skip 2. So we're going to skip 2 here, and in the next we just did our V, so now we're going to be doing our decrease one. So you're going to pull up a loop and only pull through 2. Then you'll skip 2, and the next you're going to do your next part of your decrease. 3 loops on your hook, pull through all 3 loops. And you're going to continue this down your row. Again, you'll chain 2, skip 2, in your next stitch you're going to do a full double crochet, chain 2, and then a full double crochet in that same stitch. Then again you're going to chain 2, skip 2, and then you're going to start your decrease again. So yarn over, skip 2, then you'll finish your decrease. When you get to the end, you'll chain 2, you have 1 stitch left, the end of your row, and you're just going to put a double crochet into that last chain. And that will end row 1. Okay, for row 2, and row 2 is going to be the beginning of the repeat, so if you remember around what time the video is right now, so that'll make it easier for you to rewind when you want to go, if you want to go through this whole video process with me again. We're going to be repeating rows 2 through 5. So for row 2, you want to start off by chaining 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then turn. Now this from row 1, this was our decrease that we did at the beginning, then our V-stitch, decrease, V-stitch. We want to find our first V-stitch, and in the first double crochet of our V-stitch we want to put a double crochet in that one. So find your first V-stitch, your first double crochet of your V-stitch, and put a double crochet. Then you're going to chain 2, find the next part of this V-stitch and put a double crochet there. Then we're going to chain 5, and then we're going to find our next V-stitch and do the same thing like we did just here. We'll put a double crochet in this part, this double crochet, chain 2, and then put a double crochet in the next. So chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Find your next V-stitch here, put a double crochet in the first part of the V-stitch. You'll chain 2. Then the next part of the V-stitch here, your double crochet, you'll put a double crochet. Then you're going to be repeating this for the row. You'll chain 5 again, find your next V-stitch, put a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet in the other part of the V-stitch, and then you'll chain 5 again. Continue this down your row. When you make it to the end of row 2, you'll do your chain of 5 like you've been doing, and you'll find that beginning chain 4, and you'll put a double crochet in the top of that chain 4. And that will end row 2. Okay, for row 3, you want to chain 3 and then turn. Now in our sets of the chain 5, we want to find that middle chain in the chain 5, and you're going to put a double crochet in that center of the chain 5. It's important that you put it in the chain and not in the space under the chain. So do a double crochet, you're going to chain 2 and then double crochet in that same chain. We're doing our V-stitch. Then you're going to chain 2, and now we're going to be doing the decrease like we did for row 1, but now you're going to be using this post and this post. So you're going to go, not on the post, but double crochet. So you're going to go into that first double crochet, and you're going to only pull through 2. Then you'll yarn over, find the next double crochet, pull up a loop, only pull through 2. 3 loops on your hook, pull through all 3 loops. Then you'll chain 2, you'll find that center chain again of the chain 5, and in the chain you'll work your V-stitch of a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, all worked in that chain space. And then you'll chain 2 and you'll come back over here to this little square block here, and in the first double crochet you'll work your first part of your decrease, yarn over, find the next double crochet here, pull through only 2 loops, 3 loops on your hook, pull through all 3 loops. Then you'll chain 2 and you're going to work again your V-stitch and the center chain. So continue that down your row, and I'll show you how to end row 3. Okay, so for the end of row 3, I just put my decrease here, worked in my little block and a double crochet of my block, and we have a long chain here, which is our chain of 8. But we're going to do just like we did here before with our V-stitches. We're only going to be skipping 2 chains, so you'll skip 2, and in the third you're going to be working a V-stitch there. So you'll skip 2, and in this third chain you'll work your double crochet, chain 2, and then double crochet, in the same stitch, double crochet in the same stitch. It's a regular V-stitch. Now you'll skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and in the next you're going to put a double crochet worked in that chain. And then you'll have a chain of 2 down below here if you want to know if you've done it correctly. And that will end row 3. So for row 4, you want to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and turn. Now we're going to be working our V-stitches just like we did before. We're going to put 1 double crochet in this first part of the V-stitch, chain 2, and then double crochet in the second part of the V-stitch. So double crochet, chain 2, find that second part of the V-stitch, the double crochet there, and work your double crochet there. And it's just going to be a repeat like we did before. You'll chain 5. You'll find your next V-stitch area, so you're skipping your decrease and you're going right over to the V-stitch, and you're going to work your double crochet in this first double crochet of the V-stitch, chain 2, and then double crochet in the second part of the V-stitch, and then you'll repeat by chaining 5. And then again you're going to skip on over to the next V-stitch, and you're going to repeat that down your row, and then when you come back I'll show you how to end the row 4. So I've come to the end of row 4. I just did my last block. I have a chain 3 here at the end, and to end the row 4 all you want to do is do a double crochet in the top of the chain 3, and that ends row 4. Okay, for row 5, and this is the end of the repeat rows. You'll be doing rows 2 through 5. So for row 5 you want to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and turn. Now in your blocks here, like you did your double crochets, you're going to be doing your first one will be a decrease. So you're going to go into that first double crochet part of your block here. You'll yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through only 2, yarn over, find the next double crochet of the block, pull through only 2. Then you'll do your decrease, then chain 2, and now in the center of your chain 5 you're going to be working your V-stitches in that chain. So double crochet, chain 2, and then double crochet worked in the same chain. Then you'll chain 2 again, and again you'll be working over your block area by doing your decreases. So you'll yarn over, go into the second part, do your decrease, chain 2, and you're going to continue this all the way down your row. Okay, I just worked my decrease in my last block of the row, which leaves me with the ending chain 3 here, and you want to chain 2 after you've done your decrease like you usually do, and then you want to find the top of the chain 3 and work a double crochet in that last stitch, and that ends row 5. Now you're just going to back up the video to row 2, and that can take you all the way through it again. So that's it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please don't forget to like and share and comment under the video. If you're a first-time watcher, you haven't got a chance to subscribe, you can go to the main YouTube page and hit that subscribe button, and right next to it there'll be a little bell button that if you click it you'll always be notified whenever I release a new video. If you're wondering about what hook this is a wooden furls hook. You can find the link down below the video. If you're going to order one, I recommend that you order it with the extended hook. If not, you'll only get like half the size. I also have a Facebook group called Crochet for the Masses, where you can share free pattern links and pictures of the stuff you may be working on now or ask questions. It's a nice group. So you can also find the link down below this video for that. So that's it, guys. Thank you so very much for watching.